So there's a lot of stuff that we have to talk about today. So today we're doing an episode of Summoners War News. So first thing on the agenda is this 3 Stringmaster R5 that people have been discussing for at least a week now. Since the light Stringmaster Hall of Heroes came out, someone figured out that you could just do this gimmick Stringmaster team with basically like garbage runes and kind of just like gimmick other monsters and clear R5 pretty fast, and you don't even need good runes to do it. And we already have a team that basically you can clear R5 very fast in sub 30 seconds, the Belager, the BJ5 team. You only need good runes for the Belager, for the most part. I mean, you need some decent fight runes on some of the other units, but half your team is basically just trash fight, like just like 3-star fight runes. You could use white fight runes, like doesn't even matter for half the team. This one, even less rune requirements because you could free up that rage set for something else, right? So people are excited, like, oh, I could just do R5 with trash thing. If you're early game, you can just build a trash R5 team and you can clear R5 in under 60 seconds with garbage. You don't even need good runes. And like, the first thing, like the first red flag for me, I know you guys gonna hate me saying this, but I'm just gonna be honest. The first red flag for me is like, if you don't have good runes, why are you doing R5? Why do you care about R5? That's like putting frosting on a cake made of tuna fish. Like, what is the point of that? Like, you farm better runes first, and then when you have the good runes, you're like, okay, I need to make these runes better. R5 and raids in general are not to make your dog crap runes less dog crap, but still dog crap. The point of R5 is to make good runes that have more potential even better. That's the point of R5. The point of R5 is not to like, oh, I can make up for the fact that I got garbage runes and don't farm runes by putting a little, like, it's not like people missing the point of R5. I get that some people's points, and I think this is valid, is, oh, I would like to free up my Belager rage set for another unit like a Lucian for Siege, or like other units that they want to put like a really fat rage set on. And I kind of see their point is that the 3 Stringmaster R5 was allowing them to take that rage set that they had on the Belager and use it for something like PvP. But I also disagree at the same time that we should be promoting this to early game players. And there was a lot of early game players, and there's a lot of people with bad runes that are getting very excited. Like, I'm going to farm R5 now. I don't have to worry too much about the runes because I could just farm it with nonsense. And also, if we're promoting this for like an early game team, then there's going to be new players that start playing after the light Stringmaster Hall of Heroes, because like what happens when someone starts next week? They don't have a light Stringmaster. They're like, oh, I guess I gotta farm with BJ5 then, and then it's another team that you have to try to sync up. You like go in chat and like, okay, these people are running the 3 Stringmaster, these people are running the BJ, these people are running a different like a normal, more traditional classic team, whatever. But yeah, we're just promoting it to a lot of people that are early game that don't have runes, and they're very excited about farming R5 when they really shouldn't be focused on R5 yet. They should be focused on the first step, is farming runes, not the second step of grinding and gemming runes that are bad, right? So yes, I get that some people wanted to free up their rage sets from the Belager, and that's cool, and that's kind of a different story, but we really shouldn't be promoting to early game players like, do a 3 Stringmaster R5. You don't need to have runes to do R5. It's, you should get the runes first, and then after, and that's the main core of building your monster, is getting the runes and then getting good artifacts and then upgrading the runes with grinds and gems. So it should be done in steps instead of trying to skip steps to like skip ahead, because it's not gonna work like the way they think, and they don't know, like early game players don't know that yet, right? So that's kind of my situation there, or that's kind of my thoughts there. And again, I've been doing beginner's grind. I've been doing R5. We don't have a gimmick team. We don't have a BJ team. We don't have anything. And we've been doing, like, it's sub 60 seconds runs, and it's just using whatever we had on the account. We're using like basically Fran, Lauren. I think we use a Fire Panda as well. It doesn't have to be a Fire Panda. I'm just saying like Fran, Lauren, Fire Panda, some Inugamis. And basically that's it. And you can do sub 60 seconds runs with that already, as long as you have some decent other teams that focus a little bit more on damage and have some nice rune efficiency. So it doesn't require, like, as long as you have rune efficiency. But if you don't have rune efficiency, like if you have really bad rune efficiency, you shouldn't even be farming R5, because it's basically pointless for you, because you're just gonna be grinding and gemming things that are garbage anyway. So that's one way of saying it. Comp to us at least trying to realize that, like, okay, people are doing this 3-string master R5. This is a thing. Let's try to stop this from being a thing fast instead of like let people do this and then decide later. But apparently this was a thing for more than just R5, because they're talking about that this is a thing for Dimension Predator and things like that. Also, there were some people apparently using Stringmaster TOA Hell teams, which I guess that would be, I didn't even know about that, so it's an interesting thing to kind of take a look at later. But I wanted to mention this. I don't really care as much, because I'm like, we already have other R5 teams. People could run plenty of other R5 teams. They could get 45-second teams with other stuff. They don't need 3-string master R5s. And they shouldn't really be farming R5 with bad runes. So I kind of agree with Comtois nerfing the way that these things... I mean, unfortunately, I do, but I also now I'm like, some of the string masters are not that good anymore. Now that these are nerfed. But they already did. See, here's the thing, is Comtois already had nerfed things that do damage based on HP in some of these areas. Like, for example, Sigmaris is not as effective in Rift of Worlds content because with his HP-based damage, because Rift of Worlds is just like... like, those Rift Beasts have, like, just infinite HP. They're like, yeah, so that had to be nerfed regardless from the very beginning. And now Comtois like, okay, we see that this is an issue now, so we're going to try to nerf it. But I think it's fine. I think, again, I'm just going to sound like a broken record, but I think that people should not be farming R5 with bad runes in the first place. Everyone's looking for gimmick things to skip levels and not have good runes and still do things. But, I mean, if you have very bad runes, you should farm... I've been saying it for 7 years. I'm tired of saying it. Let's go on to the next thing now. Next thing we need to talk about is this Dragon Ball Z collab, and I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. This is not a real collab. There were a few people that brought this up to me. They were like, yo, this collab is coming. It's real. It's legit. I'm like, it's not real. It's not legit. And I know I'm going to get so many dislikes for this video for so many things, saying that the 3-string master R5 team should have been nerfed. Saying that we're not going to get a Dragon Ball Z collab, and then also admitting that this is probably, I feel like I probably had a hand in this Dragon Ball Z collab, whatever this is. There was some leaks. There was some stuff posted on fandom with Summoners War Dragon Ball Z collab, and then skills, and they had little icons. It looked super professional, and people were like all excited about it. They were like, oh my god, is this for real? And then a few people translated it to different languages, and then they were spreading it around, and then people were like, well, I also heard it from these other people that had different languages, and then it kind of went full circle, and then it just continued, because so many people would be very, very excited for a Dragon Ball Z collab. But unfortunately, I am pretty positive that this is fake, and I also think that I may have inspired this. So this was originally posted on fandom, but then it was taken down, which we see a little bit of skill info from Piccolo Win. But you could kind of tell, based on the way that this is written, is like this is like a fan of Dragon Ball Z wrote this, and they were like, I'm so excited, like, what if we had this? Let me post this on here, pretend this is a thing that's gonna happen. But someone went through and made all these different skills. Watch, it would be hilarious if this was actually a thing and Summoners War did do a Dragon Ball Z. I mean, that would really bring a lot of attention to Summoners War, though. But yeah, we got Piccolo from, I don't watch Dragon Ball Z, so I'm sorry if I'm saying some of these names wrong. And he got like little badges for whatever, but that's just a fandom thing. Extended arms attacks enemy super fast, stretchy attacks, 30% chance to have a consecutive strike and breaking the enemy's defense. Attacks the enemy target 4 times. Additional damage if he's weakened with a defense break. Struck with a critical hit, reduces all damage dealt to half, and removes a harmful... It's basically Camila. Additionally, kind of, can't be struck... Anyway, whatever. Recover 5% of his maximum... This is basically Camila, right? Reduce damage dealt and removes one harmful... kind of Camille-y. And we have Bulma, and this is all just, I don't believe that any of this is legitimate. Provoke here, weakens attack power and defense for what? That's a skill 1. Provoke, weakens attack power and defense? Deals no damage. But this feels fake. Removes all harmful effects on allied creatures, increases their critical rate and attack power for 2 turns. Strikes 6 times, grants a harmful effect. I mean, I don't know if we need to really read through all of this stuff, but... It's kind of fun. Oh, we have Goku, Fire, natural 5-star. We did have a Street Fighter collab. Well, I don't know why I'm telling you guys. You do know that we had a Street Fighter collab. So it's entirely possible that we could at some point have another very fun, very exciting collab. I'm pretty positive that this is actually all fake. how many times I have to say that is, I gotta say that a lot. Activates Super Saiyan, increase your attack power, attack speed, and critical rate. I mean, it would be cool if this was real. Don't get me wrong, but this does not look super legit, right? And I think actually that this is probably, I hate to say this is probably someone that watches my channels that did this, that posted this on Fandom. So let me explain why I think that this is someone, because this is my second channel. If you guys don't know, Bagelmon, youtube.com/Bagelmon. Of course, I have to do all the self-promotion. This is a video that we did a couple weeks ago. This is basically Dragon Ball Z meets Summoners War, and it is a game that's very similar to Dragon Ball Z meets Summoners War. It's like turn-based Summoners War stuff, but with Dragon Ball Z characters. It's not an actual legit game. It's something that some company, some devs made, some Chinese devs, and it's not like an actual licensed game, but it's one of those things that like, let's try to make as much money as possible. Let's try to call this something else in the global market so that they don't find out and shut it down as long as possible. So let's try to squeeze some money out as much as possible before it gets shut down. But yeah, this is not a legitimate Dragon Ball Z game. This is an unlicensed game that's super copyright infringement, and I feel that someone that watched both channels saw this and was like, what if, let me post something on Fandom that's a new Dragon, what if there was a collab, right? And they kind of went from there. And I feel like maybe the fact that I did this video where I said Dragon Ball Z meets Summoners War, because it's basically what it is. I feel that that may have inspired someone to actually do this. So not intentionally, but yeah, anyway. There are some, I know you guys are super bummed out about the fact that we're most likely not getting any Dragon Ball Z collabs. There are some things that we will be getting though. So there is going to be a major update after SWC, kind of like how there was last year. So this should be 7.0, major post SWC game update. Should include a more aggressive balance patch. So I know we've been getting kind of doo-doo balance patches. They're waiting to do a better... Can you guys say? Yeah, I should probably move my head. So they're waiting to do a better balance patch after SWC, so we should see some more aggressive balancing. We should see some stronger units that we're hoping for, much better units like of the duds that we have in our monster box sitting in storage. They should be more aggressively balanced than usual, right? We should be also getting new 2A units, possibly another dimension, because we have these two over there that are not done yet. So that would be cool. And then more aggressive quality of life changes. So I'm not sure what else we're getting in addition to that. I just know that we are getting a major update after SWC. So it's already actually been confirmed by Com2uS as well. They didn't confirm or deny the Dragon Ball Z thing, but I really don't think, I'm sorry, I really don't think that that's a thing. It would be amazing. It would be amazing for the game if there was a Dragon Ball Z collab. And I kind of was skeptical about the Street Fighter collab, but the Street Fighter collab actually wound up happening, because I actually did get information from that ahead of time. And I'm like, I don't know, this is legit, Street Fighter collab. But I don't think the Dragon Ball Z collab is like an actual thing. I think it's just someone that was watching the video and they got inspired. They're like, what if there was a Dragon Ball Z collab? I know you guys are going to hate me for that. I didn't tell anyone to do that. It's just, I feel like it's probably, like just thinking about it, like realistically, I feel like it's probably someone that watched my video and was like, oh, like what if? Right? And kind of went from there. Also, another thing, if you guys are interested in Summoners War in general and not just Summoners War Sky Arena, Summoners War Chronicles will be released this year. They already reported to a few different news outlets and places like, yes, this is going to be, unless they have some kind of delay, it's supposed to be released this year. They've already been telling different news outlets that it's coming out this year. So by the end of the year, we only have half a year left. Yeah, we only have basically half a year left. So if you guys are excited about Summoners War Chronicles, it should do. Actually, I've been looking at some of the info on it. It should definitely do better than Lost Centura, because I know Lost Centura didn't do super well, did it, Com2uS? Com2uS like, you shut your mouth, Bagel. This is why we don't tell you anything. Summoners War Lost Centura didn't do too well. If you guys haven't been paying attention, it's been suffering a lot. They're still putting effort into it. It's just been suffering a lot. Like they got the new Beach Transmax, guys. Anyway, what else do we have? Oh, here's some more screenshots of Summoners War Chronicles. But yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be better than Lost Centura at the very least. So take that with a grain of salt, or take that however you want to take that. But here's some dev stuff. Here's some different. I just thought I would include, while we're here, I thought I would include some images if you guys are excited. This is Obviously, it's a boss monster. It says boss monster here. Also, there's a little thing that says 2021 as well there. There's a little, you already saw that. This is another screenshot. Let me make this bigger. We see like 9,000 Mavs attacking this dragon thing, right? And we see, I mean, we've seen some of these before, but maybe some new players or returning players that didn't see the other things where we were talking about Summoners War Chronicles. Did I say Lost in Tour again? Summoners War Chronicles. Maybe they didn't see some of these. So you see like Oracle here. You see like that looks like is that a Fire Joker? I mean, you see some units that you might be familiar with in some of these. And then we see, what do we have here? This is looking like a Lucian over here, but there's just some more screenshots, some more development screenshots. Here is another, like, you see some Panda, you see this look like a Sylph and a Sylphid, there's a Lich, there's Lucian, there's Juno, there's, what is this supposed to be? Alicia? Is that a Polar Queen? There's a Water Math, lols, there's a Light Monkey, there's a, some of these I don't quite, there's a Pixie, that's a Anubis, it's a Chimera. Oh, we got a, I think I didn't even notice this before. There's Jack-o'-lantern there. Then a Huahi. Is that supposed to be Charlotte? Why does that feel like it's Charlotte? Anyway, that's whatever. Just showing you guys some screenshots from this that I collected for you to take a quick look at all over here. I'm sure that you guys are going to post in the comments like, you're so stupid, how do you not realize that looked like probably a Fire Magic Knight, right? And then we have like a little bit of here's a trailer. If you guys are interested, we can take a brief look at a trailer. I don't think this is quite centered right, but it's fine. It should be fine. Is it fine? It might be fine. There's just a little bit cut off on the sides. But yeah, just a little bit more on Summoners War Chronicles. This was from the end of 2020. You guys see a little bit more. We saw this in a previous video too, so I'm sure a lot of people have already seen this trailer though. So just wanted to share with you guys. I think that's basically all we have to cover today. I feel like that's all we have to cover today, right? I'm just watching the Lost Centuria. Is that a dark Cobalt Bomber and a Harpy and High Elementals? Oh, we see some boars. I'm very excited about those. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be better than Lost Centuria. Probably doesn't take much to be better than Lost Centuria, but it looks like it looks like something that people are going to actually wind up playing. So this also says Battle with Monsters. I'm not a huge fan of Comptos in general. They're not a huge fan of me, just throughout the course of 7 years. But yeah, I think that this will. I'm just gonna be brutally honest. Is like I think that this will do much better than Lost Centuria, even though it is an MMO style game, and a lot of people are tired of MMOs. But I just feel like this is gonna be one of the more exciting MMOs. Maybe not more exciting MMOs, but this is probably going to be more exciting than Lost Centuria for a lot of people. They would actually play this, and this would be a thing that they'll build communities in this, and people will be excited about playing this more so than, because I know some people were like trying to be content creators for Lost Centuria, and that kind of died out. It's already basically died out. But I think that they'll have a better chance doing it with Summoners War Chronicles. Start of another. That's already makes my. Makes me pucker up down there. Mermaid. We already saw this though. We already saw like this stuff before, but yeah, I just wanted to share it with you guys again, so that anyone missed it the first time could see it again. But anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys got something out of it. I know you guys are gonna all be angry that I burst your bubble on the Dragonball Z collab, and that I also think that I'm just not a huge fan of the 3 Stringmaster R5. Plus, I'm also salty. I'm like, if anyone's going to make a stupid gimmick team, it should be me. I feel very angry that I wasn't the one to make a stupid gimmick team that actually caught on. Why you guys? I don't even know why you guys not using that the 3-win mummy Punisher script team. Cause Bagel, you have to 6-star them. But you put doo-doo runes on them. All you need is HP. They just need to survive. That's it. That's it. They just need HP. That's it. Anyway, that's it for this one. See you guys always in the next one.